Welcome to the Finding Mojo podcast. Watch and listen to conversations about humble beginnings, struggles, and victories.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm where I am right now, because I'm kind of stubborn. So no, I gotta do this.
Character development really did start when I cosplayed. You bump into troubles when you're younger, and then you realize, oh, I did wrong.
Featuring a healthy melange of guests from different walks of life.
We're trying to find ourselves. We're trying to land our feet on the ground and be part of society. Who are we in society? How can we be useful?
When it comes to youth, I don't know, if you're like 18 years old or 21, 22 years old, just go love a person, love what you do. When you get hurt, just accept it. It's all part of growing up.
Be inspired, get creative, and find your own mojo. The Finding Mojo podcast, powered by BSA Solutions, the place where bright minds meet. A certified great place to work.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Finding Mojo podcast. This is brought to you by BSA Solutions. We are a proud recipient of the Great Place to Work award for 2 years now. My name is Nico, and joining us on the pod today is a very good friend of mine. We go way back our college days. And side note, he is actually one of my groomsmen. And yeah, he's an all-around good guy. Please help me welcome to the podcast, Mr. Billy Estremos. Hi, Billy.
Hello.
Billy is from Benedicto College, Cebu campus.
Yep.
He is actually a teacher by profession, which is seriously, I was surprised when I did see you at Benedicto College. Remember Benefest?
Yeah,
We played at
there.
Benedicto's college's event. What year was that?
That was 2010.
2010. So, wow, 14 years removed.
Yeah.
And now we're here. We're happy to help out your multimedia class.
Yeah.
We actually, in the background, we have students from Benedicto College. They are part of the Multimedia Arts class. And which batch are they?
They're third year now.
They're third year now. So one more year to go, and
They'll be done.
I hope you're not done with this guy. But I'm pretty sure Billy here has helped you guys a lot. But let me ask you, Billy, because like I said, we've been together about 2 or 3 years in college. We formed a band, went our separate ways after that. Then I realized, wow, you became a professor, which is really good. Walk me through the process of how you became one.
Yeah, actually, I would not be surprised that you're surprised.
Okay.
Everyone who knows me
Uh-huh.
would really be surprised because, I've been part of those half-wits guys roaming around the school. But, but then I am now a teacher or a professor. Going back then, after graduation, there was a family friend.
Wait, hold on. Billy here is a graduate
Electronics and Communications Engineering.
Uh-huh.
And then, going back, there's a family friend who mentioned that there's a school that needs a teacher. And then a proxy, actually. So I fill in. So I passed the resume and then I tried it. And then before the semester ends, they asked me to teach another subject. So
What was the first class you subbed
yeah,
in?
it's an AutoCAD. So I was
AutoCAD,
thinking
okay.
it's just they're just making plates, and I will just let them make plates and make a design, and that'll be all.
Uh-huh.
And then after that one, as what I've said before the semester ends, they asked me to teach. Can I teach math, or can you teach math and some major subjects? And then I said, why not? So then I go to the library.
Uh-huh.
I read a book, and then, mind you, I just learned the subject when I become the teacher because I read the book already. When I was a student, you know me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why.
That's why I was really surprised because I really thought, after graduation, you were going to pursue your degree. But now being a teacher is a different.
Yeah.
It's really a different approach because if you're familiar with the line or what those who can do, those who can't teach. But to me, teaching is a noble profession. And I mean that because my mom is an educator too. She retired with in depth ed as a division supervisor. So man, she has achieved so much, and that was the only job she ever knew. When she graduated, she was already in the field. She was a teacher through and through. So man, that's why I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you. That's the thing, because I was not even dreaming to become one, but I landed. But anyway, going when I was teaching, so it just came up to me, the passion of teaching, even though I don't dream to be one. But when I'm in, the passion is there.
Right.
Like, for example, you say you've seen your students eager to learn and listen to you. Especially for me, when I was on my student days, I've been one of those people around who are now doing stuff. And then I know that's why it's for my advantage that I've been one of that, because I know how to handle those
it's
kind
true.
of students.
I love that you mentioned that because a lot of the students now, it's hard for them to want to learn things because teachers are also having difficulty reaching and then maybe stooping a little down to the levels that students can relate to. It's a challenge. It's a something that you have to work over time, and for sure with the years of experience you have in teaching, for sure you have learned to wiggle a thing or two.
Yeah, because there are students, they have different kinds of characters. We have these introverts, extroverts, some brainy ones and not so brainy ones. So you have to, job with everything. So
it's a crazy bunch, so to speak. What's the best thing? Wait, how many years have you been a teacher?
Well, I started 2007.
Okay.
And then at 2009, I was in Benedicto College. And then 2005, 2015, I was in Matilda, Bradford.
Oh, okay.
The one in Jones.
That I did not know. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, how long did you stay there?
That a year.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after it's on AMA.
Okay.
AMA Computer College.
From how many?
That's a year as well. So I decided to, go through with my photo and video.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then
I totally forgot about this. And I mentioned this before we started the podcast. Billy here does take good photos and videos. He does, things on the side. He works on the weekends, taking videos, taking photos for weddings, for events, what have you. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that's why I'm also here with the BMME students, since it's inclined with this their course, multimedia. So that's why I have this experience in photo and video.
Okay, so would you say that the teaching or being a professor, would you say has it been a decade or less than a decade?
I think a decade.
A decade,
yes,
right?
Yeah,
I would say. What's the best thing about being a teacher?
Well, for me, it's the feeling of fulfillment. Yeah, it's like when you, as what I've said, in the fulfillment of giving knowledge to the students, and that for them eager to learn as well, even though there are students that noisy students.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm the kind of teacher that I stop the discussion when there's someone talking.
Okay.
But I'm the kind of teacher as well that without class, we're all like friends. Barkada as well. Is what So, but during class, it's totally class.
I really want to sit in one of your classes because I want to see the teacher side of you because I only know Billy. I haven't seen you teach.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for a different topic. But yeah, man, I'm really happy about that. 2024 compared to your first year of teaching, what are the biggest challenges these days as an educator?
There are lots of advantages nowadays. Before you're still starting up, so you have to prepare.
Yeah.
But as of now, since I've had experiences, it's not. I'm just trying to review things and give the lessons.
Billy here is now part of the multimedia arts course for Benedicto College. Is that a challenge now? Because again, you started as a sub teacher and then you taught math, and now you're handling a multimedia arts class. Is that a bit of a challenge? Is it very challenging? Is it something that's right up your alley? How do you look at it?
Yeah, there's a lesson or a subject. It's a color theory. What is color theory? I don't know about that one, but I try to research, and then I understand, and then it's just like a teacher is like an usher to your students.
Right.
Yeah, just give them, even though you just have to read, and if you understand it, you share it with the students, and that would be. I learned myself now what color theory is.
Right. I think a lot of it is really, especially this day and age, with so much content and so much information that's just
it's
out
easier
there,
now.
it's easier for you to learn things like color grading. I think color theory is also about color grading, right? Color grading. What else?
Actually, it's a mix up of how you use the color in your in making your designs. So
Harmony.
yeah, that's the thing.
See, so these things you have to learn, especially for multimedia, because the content really differs. Like how you watch things on TV is very different from your laptop, and it's very different from your phone, and how you adapt to different content. Like if you get strained from watching on the big screen, you might want to prefer a smaller phone. Or if you're on the go, you would rather watch things on the phone. Again, so much content, so many devices for you to check out. And apart from that, you have a lot of social media outlets for you to watch all these great content. So it really is up to you now where you get your content from.
Yeah.
Right, good times. Let's talk about the Multimedia Arts course. When did this start?
I don't know. When I came in, there's already this Bachelor in Multimedia Arts. But I guess this one is just recently.
Just recently.
Even
you mentioned you just came back to the profession, right? Because you mentioned you were also you went back to the BPO.
Yeah, I was on photo and video. That's what I've said. I've focused on it. But then the pandemic comes.
Yep.
You know what happens then?
Right. No gigs. Nothing.
Nothing. So there was a time I came to a BPO. I'm still in a BPO right now. Actually.
Okay.
Last year, not to brag, the director calls me or messages me. So can you still teach? So I said again, why not?
Yeah.
So that
because it's really in you. The passion to teach is really with you.
So that's it. I'm here.
To give you a little backstory, Billy here messaged me sometime last week, like, "Hey, can you help us out? With the podcast thing, because the students would like to have like a great idea on how to do the podcast." The team here, the marketing team, we brainstormed and we came up with the idea of how about shooting an actual podcast for the students of Benedicto College. That way, the students will be able to see how we do the podcast from start to finish. So they were here early. They were able to see how we set things up here. And they're actually watching us while we do this podcast with you. If you're watching us wherever, or if you're listening to us on this podcast, it's come full circle for us here at BSA, because this podcast, really, the Finding Mojo podcast, what we do is we talk to a lot of guests who have found their mojo. And we celebrate their success stories. Now, this time, this is actually a success story for us, because we've been doing the podcast, for a good 2 years, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the first time for us to help to help a different batch now, to create their own podcast. So we're honored and privileged to have you girls here. Billy, thank you so much. This is really cool for us, I have to say. The Multimedia Arts course, apart from podcasting, what other things can they do? You mentioned they did shoot a short film.
Yeah. It's like a mix up with being an IT broadcast or something like that, because they're making short films.
Yeah.
And graphic artists.
Wow.
Basically focusing on media, multimedia. So whatever media it is, may it be a print, movie, audio, graphics and all. So that focus on that one.
And with your experience over time, for sure you will be able to give them great input, great insights about this. Now, what can you say about the youth of this generation? With your years in the academe, of course, you've handled different batches from different generations, from the early 2000s to the 2010s, and now in 2020, and then the new generation. What can you say about them?
Yeah, actually, they have lots of advantages right now, the technology itself. And everything could be searched.
Right. True.
Whatever learning that you would like, just search, and there you go. On our time, it's a difficult thing.
It was so hard.
You have to find a book.
Remember then we were still bandmates, and the thing is, back then, I never played guitar, because Billy played guitar. In my band now, I play guitar and I sing.
Yeah.
Back then, I didn't have to play the guitar because Billy is there. So it's harder for us to learn songs because we had to learn everything by ear.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you watch a YouTube clip of how to play the song. It's just there, man. Like, you're 5 seconds away from learning the riff to a song. It's all on the internet, man.
That would be like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Watching on it.
And to be honest with you, we play a lot of covers. For me to learn a song or two, I watch YouTube. I don't necessarily have to watch the entire thing. For as long as I know the first 2 or 3 chords, I'm fine. Especially if you're, if it's crutch time, you have to learn songs like really fast. Apart from that, apart from them being able to get everything, lightning fast because of the information, what can you say about this generation?
Well, with this, there are studios, so they're more inclined in them really understanding the subject. They're good students, so I could praise this kind of students.
But you know what? We're happy. We're happy to say that the fact that they're here and the fact that they are actually giving time to be able to see how our podcast will go. It's a sign that the future is bright, because you have students that are willing to learn.
Yeah.
What I've learned over time, you have to be willing to learn and unlearn. You have to be able to be a sponge. Just try to absorb everything that's being given to you, and take it with a grain of salt, so to speak. All right, cool. So let's talk about Billy the teacher. What can you leave as a message for all the students that you have handled now and then?
Well, for the students, I've seen a lot of students. Actually, some of my students already are professionals.
Wow.
They're
How does it feel, man?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Oh,
Like,
well,
you know, we like picture us having a drink. We're outside somewhere. We're watching a band, and then comes one of your students, and then you see them, and then they're like, and they look like $1 million already. How do you feel?
Yeah, actually, I feel proud.
Uh-huh.
Even though I see them they're good already,
Uh-huh.
but they're still, sir. Yeah, the feeling that you're being proud that they're still there. They still
Yeah.
know you, and then you imparted something in them that makes them what they are now.
Yeah.
They excel. So that's good. That's a good feeling. That's why there's a thing in me that loves teaching.
I mean, come on, you are at the BPO. You could actually stay there.
Yeah.
But the fact that you still took in the teaching
Yeah,
job, it really means it's your passion.
Yeah, you just take a micro slip
Uh-huh.
just to but it could be handled. But
Yeah.
it's just that the love. That's it.
It's that's your way of serving the public,
Yeah.
and then that will really speak volumes of the kind of person you are. I mean, you still make time to be able to teach and then impart all the knowledge you have, man. That's really awesome.
Thank you.
We're about done with the podcast. I just have one more question for you because the team here, we recently joined the National Interns Summit. It happened just a few weeks ago over at Central Block. Oh, July. Sorry about that. Over at Ayala Central Block, and we saw interns from different schools, and then they're remember those times when when you interned? Because for myself, I interned for 3 companies. I interned for a print medium. I interned for RCTV Channel 36, and then I interned for Killer B.
Yeah.
92.3. So I love the fact that I was able to, see everyone and how they did their jobs. That was really awesome, man. Now, picture yourself being an intern or a recent graduate, Billy. What advice would you give them, interns, graduates, if they want to decide between pursuing their passion or following a career path? Because you could either really stay at your course and then pursue it and look for a job that's right around your course, or if you're really passionate, say for example, if you really want to be a singing superstar, or if you want to pursue your passion for online gaming or what have you, where should these graduates go? Pursue the passion or follow a career path?
Well, as on my part, I don't even dream about being a teacher. So it's just being there. It's just the passion just build up
Right.
within the time, and that's why I'm here. Still with it. However, if you are really on as a fresh, so
Like a fresh graduate, yeah.
you go on with what you're into. So follow it, and if it goes well, then that's good. If it's not, then try to find ways to excel in other ways. So just know where you fit in,
Okay.
and then if you're good in your industry, then go for it. Just one thing you should do is to love your work. Have that work ethics.
That makes sense. Love your work, no matter whatever it is.
Yeah.
It could be your line of work,
Yeah.
or if it's a passion you suddenly found.
I just love your work.
And that's particularly what I love about your story, because at a younger age, you could have pursued ECE and become an engineer and all that. You could have multiple avenues. But the fact is, you stumbled upon teaching Like literally, you stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
Someone gave you an opportunity. You tried to learn, and then you eventually loved what you did.
That
To me, it's not even about contentment at your situation. It's more of passion. You became passionate about something you stumbled upon. It's something that I think will leave an imprint to more people, and I think that's the beauty of it. You multiplied yourself like 100-fold because of the learnings you've imparted to many of your students.
yeah, I've also given advice to students, and see them. They all do well now, so I'm happy with that.
Yes.
Even I'm here, but if they are successful, I'm happy with that. So that's the thing that I have in me.
Yes, and I salute you for that. Congratulations.
Thank
Really.
you.
Man,
Thank you.
I'm really happy about this. And as a token of appreciation from us here at BSA Solutions, we'd like to give you a little tote bag of goodies from BSA.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through.
And thank you for the opportunity as well.
Of course, no problem.
Thank you.
We by the time you have your first podcast, do let us know so we can also, if there's anything that we can help, for sure, we will make ourselves available for that.
Thank you. Thank you so
Cool.
much.
And on that note, this has been another episode of the Finding Mojo podcast. We are brought to you by, of course, your friends from BSA Solutions. We are a proud recipient, that is, of the Great Place to Work Award for 2 years now. This has been Nico. Off we go to the next one. Cheers. Bye.
Welcome to the Finding Mojo podcast. Watch and listen to conversations about humble beginnings, struggles, and victories.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm where I am right now, because I'm kind of stubborn. So like, no, I gotta do this. Like,
Character development really did start when I cosplayed. You bump into troubles when you're younger, and then you realize, oh, I did wrong.
Featuring a healthy melange of guests from different walks of life.
We're trying to find ourselves. We're trying to land our feet on the ground and be part of society. Who are we in society? How can we be useful?
When it comes to youth, I don't know, if you're like 18 years old or 21, 22 years old, just go love a person, love what you do. When you get hurt, just accept it. It's all part of growing up.
Be inspired, get creative, and find your own mojo. The Finding Mojo podcast, powered by BSA Solutions, the place where bright minds meet. A certified great place to work.